Oh, you guys, what? Hello friends, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. So glad you're here. My name is Jen. Today we are going to set up my half letter planner for the month of March. And if you've been around here for a while, then you know that I'm subscribed to the Jane's Agenda Deluxe Subbox, and I love to switch up my planner from month to month with many of the items that we receive in the box. I will also just let you know that I am a very proud affiliate for Jane's Agenda, so I do have an affiliate link down in the description box. If you choose to shop that link, I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, so thank you so much anytime you do that. Also, if you've never shopped with Jane's Agenda before, you can save 15% with my code planninggoaled. Okay, so I just wanted to show you, I have mostly taken apart last month's planner because I did spend quite a bit of time preparing for this video. Setting up my planner, it takes a while because I want it the way I want it. And plus I just really enjoy the process. And in last month's video, I really did the majority of it in real time, really showed you my real process. Today, I'm still going to set up the planner with you on camera, but just know that I spent quite a bit of time ahead of time, and so I'll probably just do it in order today. But this was what I had last month. This is a vegan leather snapping cover from Jane's Agenda. This is the junior size. These have been on last chance for quite some time, so they're quite marked down. I love them. I have several colors, but I really was enjoying this black. I had my 1.5-inch gold discs from Jane's Agenda, and this is nothing, and the cover and dashboards and thank you card from the February box all here. But let's move this aside and let's start building my March planner, which I have decided to give 2-inch discs a try again. So here are the discs I got. So I ordered 2-inch gold, but I have to say they look a little bronzy to me. I'm not certain if it's just because they're so big and the way they catch the light, because here's my 1.5-inch gold, and I don't know how well you're going to be able to tell on camera, but let me do that and let me do that. Like, they are pretty similar, but in person, this one looks a little more bronzy, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's just how they are, but I love them, so I'm not mad at it at all. I really like the way it looks with all the stuff this month. So let me grab the covers. Aren't these covers stunning? They are stunning. And we're going to start by putting the covers onto the discs. So let's do that. These discs are so big, you guys. So if you had seen my December setup of my planner, that was the first time I tried 2-inch discs. I had gotten those beautiful ruby red discs. They're stunning. I still have them, of course. But at that point, I was not sold on them. I wasn't really feeling it, to be frank. But I also didn't necessarily need such big discs. I had just bought them because at that time, I didn't really have a true purpose for making my planner that big, and it bothered me. But like I said, I kind of practiced already, and I think I'm liking it a lot better. So definitely going to give it a whirl this month. So now we're going to put the dashboards in that I'm going to use for my cover. So this is the one that was really meant to be the back cover, but I just flipped it because I want to use it as the front cover, because the one that came with the monthly cover club that would have been used for the front cover, I want to use it in a different section of my planner. So I liked this a little better for my front cover. So we're going to stick this on. Even though I'm obsessed with florals and put them in my planner all the time, I'm not sure. I think these are peonies, but I'm not 100% sure. And then I decided for a back cover to use this dashboard that I've had for some time. And it's really pretty. And I do that a lot. I don't really care if they match exactly, as long as it like feels like it goes. So just to show you, so there's the front, which is really pretty. I love it. And there's the back, which I think is still pretty. I like it. Okay. So then I usually like to put this little credit card holder pocket in the front just for decor, but also function. I do use these page flags once in a while to mark my place in my planner or in a sticker book. And I have these little transparent sticky notes, which are very cool. They're really nice for your monthly spread, and you can't even tell there's a sticky note down. But since they're translucent, you do need to use like a uni pen or something like that. So I like this. So I'm going to put that there. Then I use a clear dividers. They're a little dirty. I need to clean them already, but this one I have labeled 2024, and this is for my yearly overview and my inbox. And I've been doing this for quite some time in my planner, and I do like it. I have it set up slightly different now than I used to, but overall, same idea. So we're going to put a dashboard behind there, and I thought this one was pretty. So we're going to put this one. All right. Then we have some inserts to go in here. So I don't know how I get my planner so dirty, you guys, but I guess it means I'm using it, right? I don't know how I got that schmutz there, but here we go. So then we have this quick glance section that comes with your monthlies, but you can also purchase this separately if you just need this. And so you have each quarter per page, and you just have a little monthly overview and then a line per day of the month to write things in. And I do like using this. I'm not always great about using it all the time, but I do use it. And then it came with this task list, which I've been meaning to turn into a birthday list because I need that desperately in my planner. So I think I am gonna do that. And then you get 2025 overview here. Then I have this inbox insert from Jane's Agenda, which is just basically says description. And then you have some columns like urgent, next action, schedule, delegated, project, reference, someday, and canceled. Like you can see that I haven't used this a ton because frankly, my inbox is mostly for sticky notes. And if I need to, I'll just put them like right onto the front of the clear divider, or sometimes I use a hybrid dashboard. But I wanted to give them a whirl. We had gotten them in a sub box, and if you like these, I believe you can still purchase them in the shop. And then I have one of these someday inserts, which same thing, was giving it a go. I haven't used it much. I only have one of them in here, but I believe these are available as well. And they have item, project, details, purpose, rough deadline, impact, and status. So I was using them more for the idea of like things that I maybe wanted to do or try in the future that I didn't want to forget about, but I knew it was going to be like the remote future. That's kind of what I was using it about. Then I'm putting in this clear page flag that we had gotten, I think in the February box maybe, or the January box. I kind of forgot now. And it says flourish, and it has this little half a butterfly. So I thought the blue was nice with the theme of this, the aesthetic of this month's look for our planner. And then what I have is all the future months of the year, all my monthly spreads. I don't think I'm going to be able to put them on all at once. And these are from Jane's Agenda. I have forgotten the number that they are because most of their inserts are numbered to help you identify them. So I will put that down in the description box for you. But these let me put them all in, and then I'll show you one. All right. Okay, so they have, each month is separated so that you could put it into your planner in the order you like. I do usually keep my current month with my weeklies, and that's how I like it. But since I've kind of gotten to just keeping 1 month at a time in my planner for now, I like having the future monthlies so I can plan ahead that way. And then the monthly spread is lined, and it's a nice, simple, open spread. They made it so that the boxes could be as big as possible, and they're lined. And then we have just the holidays, a couple holidays in there, and then you have this week with blank boxes over here. I do choose a Sunday start, but you can choose a Monday start as well. Also forgot to say that Jane's Agenda items are offered in a variety of ring and disc bound sizes, but the majority of what I get is in the junior size. So love these. They work out great. I've also used the executive monthlies in the past, and I absolutely love those. So there's all my monthlies. I had only a few of them in there before when I was on the 1.5 inch discs, but I think it fits to keep them all in there. So that's what I'm going to do for now. Then I have another clear divider, the side tab divider, and this one is labeled this month. And I just labeled these with my label maker. And behind this, I'm going to put this vellum and dashboard combo that we received in the sub box. It's so pretty. I love it. So here's the dashboard alone, which is just stunning. And I do have monthly vellums, and actually I have one I'm going to put somewhere else in the planner, but I don't know. I just loved this. I just wanted to have it here for March because I knew I would look at it a lot. So that's what we're doing. And then I have my March monthly, which is that same style monthly I just showed you. Also, just want to show you that the dashboards that we'd received in the box this month, most of them, they had some functional aspects on the back because the theme of the March box was physical wellness. And so this particular one has like macronutrient conversions and food sources of different macronutrients. And I like this, and I guess it would probably make more sense to have it in my wellness section, and we'll get there. But like I said, I just love that picture and I wanted it up here. And honestly, I'm a registered dietitian, so most of this is common knowledge to me, except I do really appreciate these conversions here. Okay. All right. Oops, didn't mean to turn that. Okay, so then after my March monthly, I want to get into my weeklies and dailies. So I like to add in a piece of dot grid. And this is also from Jane's Agenda because I use the weekly number 5s as an overview. And I like putting a dot grid and making my own dashboard. And it works out really great. Some weeks I skip it. I don't always do it. But the majority of weeks I do like using the side, either just to make it pretty, or often like I'll track what bills I need to pay that week or any particular weekly goals I really want front of mind. I'll put them there. So I really like that. I also have this ruler top tab from ARC that I've used for a really long time that I also just labeled this week with my label maker. Actually, it looks like the label's coming off. I'm going to have to fix that. And then behind my weekly goes my dailies. So the dailies I use are the number 13s from Jane's Agenda. They do come with their own weekly overview. I just, for my style of planning, I prefer the weekly number 5s, the simplicity of it. And the way that I like to use it is I put highlights of the week here, like any appointments or if the kids have early dismissal, things like that. I do a weekly to-do list here, and I also down here do a next week section where I just do the highlights of the coming week, and that really helps me to plan forward. Sometimes I use this habit tracker, but most of the time I don't, to be honest. And I had been trying to use this one for my wellness planning, but it wasn't really suiting my needs that well. It was okay, but really I needed more of this area to be bigger. The habit tracker I was trying to force myself to use, and I really wasn't using it, and I was using this for meal planning. So it was okay, but honestly, I think going forward, I may just glue them together so that it just opens, because it gets kind of annoying flipping through all of it, and yeah, so I'm not sure, but that's probably what I'll do. But here's our our daily 13s. They are awesome. I really love them. So basically you have a timed column here, and for myself, I'll use that to like note the time I have to drop off the kids before I get to work, and then what time, like if they have after school program or when the bus is coming. And then I do, my tasks for the day here. A lot of times I might use the notes section. A lot of times I might not. Sometimes I cover it with stickers because I do like to decorative plan. I don't always do it, but I do really enjoy doing it. Otherwise, I use it if I need to, or I just leave it alone if I don't. And I don't use my daily pages every single day. It really seems like depends on my season of life. Sometimes I'm using them probably 3 or 4 times out of the week. Some crazy weeks I've used them daily, and other weeks I've barely used them. So this is actually the last of these that I have because I had only purchased a quarter. They're sold in a quarter. And while I really love them and will probably pick up more in the future, I have a whole bunch of other daily pages that are either Jane's Agenda or some Erin Condren pages I had disc punched. And I think I want to just try using some of those up before I buy more. Although I do want to let you know that Jane's Agenda does have a spring release coming. It's March 7th to March 11th. It's their new spring release. You can use my discount code during the release if you've never made a purchase with Jane's Agenda before. And so, these you might consider picking up if you like them. I may shop that event, but I might not. I might just try to use what I have going forward, but I'm using them certainly this month. So I'm just going to throw the rest of the month in, which just keeps going. I already put them all in order. So again, it's the dot grid, the weekly number 5, and then a week of my daily 13s. And that's how I like my month set up. And I do usually put an extra week just because of how my schedule ends up going for setting up my planner. I often do it like a week later than the planners consider it to be the new month, but it doesn't matter because it's discs, so I can do it however I like, which is the beauty of discs. Okay, so then we have another clear divider. This one is labeled resources, and this is just a bunch of lists or important information that I need to hang on to. A lot of these pages I can't share with you, so I'm just going to stick the whole thing in under the dashboard. So this is a floral dashboard that I've had for a while. I believe that it's a 3-pack, and I believe the set is still available in the shop. I am using one of the other pieces later in the planner, and then the third one I did not use this go around, but they're nice. I love Jane's Agenda cardstock dashboards. They're such nice quality. They're beautiful always. Okay, so then we have another clear divider, and this one is labeled notes. And I went back and forth. I know it doesn't make a ton of sense, but I think I'm going to put this one here, which was the cover that went with, I'll show you. Whoops. Oh, geez. So see, this was meant also to be the cover, but I don't know. It's not that I don't like it, but because my whole planner is just about more than this, and Also, I just really liked the way this looked. I think I'm just going to put it here for now. I may end up changing my mind and putting it behind my wellness section, but I'll show you what I ended up putting there instead. So that goes there. And then I just have a bunch of note paper. So this note paper on top is from ARC. I love it. I don't know if you can get it anymore. I hope so, because I'd like to buy more at some point. It's rather inexpensive. At the time I bought it, it was like $10.99, I think, for a very good amount of it. And it's decent paper quality. It's not like the Jane's Agenda paper, of course not, but it's decent paper, slightly toothy. And I just love that it has a little header. Sometimes I use these for daily pages too. I also have some of this note paper from Jane's Agenda that we'd gotten in the August box. It's so pretty. So that's that. And then, whoops, last side tab. And these clear dividers are from Jane's Agenda. Unfortunately, they are not, there may be some available. They're not available for junior right now, but I believe they plan to restock them in the future. This one I still need to label because it wasn't in my planner last month. I just added it back in, and it's going to say wellness. And then this is what I chose to put here. So this vellum that says A New Era of Me, we had received, I think, in January, and I've just been loving it, and I keep putting it in my planner. And then this is one of those other cardstocks from that set. Isn't it beautiful? I just really loved that combo, and it kind of made sense to me in my wellness section because I've really been trying to work on some new healthy habits. So that's going there. And then we have these cool frosted top tabs that we got in the box. And this first one says dossier because it goes with the inserts that we received. I'm using some of the inserts, but not all of them. I am definitely hanging on to them. They were all awesome inserts, but for my planning needs at the moment, I kind of adjusted. So behind this, I'm going to put, okay, this is the March vellum that I had purchased in a set, and they all have quotes. And this one said, to make living itself in art, that is the goal. And I don't know, I just liked it here, so I'm just keeping it here, and for now anyway. And then this was the cover of the nutrition or wellness inserts, the dossier section, and it says, I choose to make the rest of my life the best of my life, Louise Hay. And I love that. And this was the instructions for the dossier, but I did pull the first page out because I don't need it right now, and I want to hang on to it and use it in the future. So what I did was replace one half of that page that I pulled out was half of the vision board they gave. So I just put in 2 pieces of dot grid paper because I would still like to make a vision board. So I think I will do that. So then it could go like that. And then this is the rest of, which I guess I should just give a quick little content warning here. The inserts I'm about to show you do show a body measurement chart, and there may be some discussion of weight, calories, macronutrients, things like that. So if those topics don't feel good to you, I will put a timestamp down in the description box so you could skip over it. Or if you choose to click off the video, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I totally understand. So here is a body measurement chart. And I think I like the idea of taking measurements because the scale tells us nothing about how our body composition is changing. And body measurements may give us more of a clue. Plus, our waist measurements can tell us risk factors about our health and our waist to hip ratio. So I do have a tape to measure, but I haven't really been recording that. So I want to start recording that. So I really like that they included this. I don't know that I'll do all these measurements, but definitely at least my waist and hips. All right. And so then you get this weight log chart, which I just think is super fun because I have been tracking my weight now. You know, of course, this is my personal health goals. And if you aren't tracking your weight or don't desire to change your weight, that is fine. There's no need to necessarily. But for myself, that is part of my health journey right now. So I'm happy to have this. And then we have these pages of habit trackers, which, as I just told you, I stink with habit trackers, but I just decided to keep it in to keep it all together. Plus, I have been tracking some of my nighttime routine habits, so I might keep track of that in here. So maybe I will use that for that. And then we have this area for inspirational quotes. Then I'm going to add in 2 pages of these flex notes from Jane's Agenda, and I'm going to use them to write my wellness goals for March. I do have a goal planner that's a mix of Moxie Life and She Plans and stuff like that, but I'm still kind of thinking about how I'm using that planner and if I'm going to end up just combining it into other planners. I haven't fully decided. So I do like having my particular goals with the place where I'm doing the planning of that goal. So I think that's what I want to use these for. These flex notes are so nice because you can use them in such a variety of ways. You just have a line section up here. You have 3 bulleted columns with lines and then a dot grid area. And on the back, you have 2 columns in dot grid with a line section at the top. So a lot of versatility in how you use those. Then we have another frosted top tab, and this one says nutrition. And I suppose I didn't put any dashboard here, but I'll come back to that. But what I'm going to put in here, we did get some like macronutrient logging type inserts, but I'm not really doing that right now. But these are meal planning inserts we received from Jane's Agenda. I forgot what month we received these. And I do really like when I meal plan my dinners. Sometimes my lunches too. Breakfast, I kind of end up like just doing the same thing all the time, and that makes me happy. But I might use these for that. And also, if this way too, if I decide I want to try any new recipes, I can make notes about the things I would need to get. I do keep my grocery list digitally on my phone because I used to always forget my list otherwise. And so I've done that for quite a few years now. But yeah, so I put a month's worth of these in here, and on the back, they just have a bulleted list, I guess because, the continuation of your grocery list, which is really nice because you could cut it off and take it with you. If nothing else, like I could just take this out if I needed to, but most likely I would just keep it in and transfer it to my phone. So that's that in my nutrition section. And then one more top tab. Let's see. One more top tab, which says activity. And this is where I'm hoping to really make the most out of this because this is what I've needed the most work on. I'm putting this beautiful bicycle dashboard that we got here. And then I have some inserts from Fancy Plans Co. that I purchased quite a ways back. They didn't end up working out for me at that time, but I think partly because I wanted to decorate them and I really couldn't decorate them and write on them, but I don't really care about decorating them now. So they're undated and they had come with this undated monthly I'm not going to use. So I think even though I kind of hate to cover up this 31-day challenge, I think I'm going to just clip all of this together so it just all opens up together. So I'm going to use one of these hexagon clips. There we go. Oh, I got it. All right. So then it'll just open right up. These are subject layout inserts. I've used layout like this in the past for my wellness planning and really loved it. And so what I've typically liked to keep track in here is separating out some cardio, strength training, reading, and a variety of other things depending on what I was focused on at the time. So I'm really excited to give these a whirl again. You can see that I had written in some dates on this page, but it didn't end up using it. So I'm just going to cover that up and redate these. And the other thing I have to add in for activity are these daily exercise trackers from She Plans. Now, I'm also a She Plans affiliate, and She Plans is having a huge moving sale. Andrea had to move somewhat unexpectedly, and they're having the biggest sale ever. Most of the shop is 50% off. And you can use my discount code GOAL10 to get an additional 10% off on top of that. There's a couple items that are excluded from the sale. There's also a few items that are more than 50% off. I will put all the details down in the description box along with my affiliate link. Thank you so much if you choose to use it. And I'll also link for you one of the videos where I'll link both of them. I have 2 videos of an incredible amount of items that She Plans gifted me. And I really like the stuff. The quality of the paper, it's really nice. And I love the aesthetic. And this one says daily exercise tracker. You've got pre-workout, your date, your start time, your energy level, and your target muscle group. So that's pretty cool. Post-workout, you have your end time, session rating, calories burned, favorite exercise, least favorite exercise, and highest heart rate. Now, what I will say is it's pretty hard to know your calories burned if you're using like a Garmin or Apple Watch or something like that. They've done studies and they've seen that pretty much across the board. They overestimate how many calories you're burning by about 25%. And also if you're using like the calorie burn on the equipment, it's often very inaccurate because it wasn't calibrated for you, for your height and weight and sex and all those things. So just know, like, take that kind of information with a grain of salt. There's so many more benefits we're getting out of exercise than just the flat calories burned. Then we have a water tracker. We have warm-up exercises, exercise routine with sets, reps, weight, time, distance, BPM, and cals, and then cool down exercise duration and notes. And then it's just keeps to another one on the back. So I've never really had inserts like this before, and I don't think I'll use them every time I work out, but if I do something more specific that I want to record more information about. So I just put a little stack of those in. And then I have a clear pocket that already has some stickers in it, and I was just thinking about the fact that we got some really nice stickers from the box that were wellness focused. So let me see where I put those. Found them. So these are really nice that I'll definitely use in this wellness section. So we have exercise headers, we have me time, and we have hydration trackers, and these are all paper, which I like. So I'm going to stick those in here. I also need to backtrack a moment because I had this here to mark off whatever week I'm at in these. So let's put this here. All right. And you can see we are pretty well filled up. I actually have a little more room. I could probably add a little more in. One thing I had wanted to put in here that I forgot to grab was that I wanted to put some of the book tracking inserts that we had received. So let me grab those. Okay, I found them. So let me reopen to my wellness section. And I think I'll put them, maybe I'll put them in the dossier area, because a dossier is like a collection of information, and this is where I can, like in the other inserts, I'll keep track like on a daily basis if I read or not, but this is where maybe I can keep track of you know, the books I have read. And I think down the line, I'm going to add a dot grid page and one of the book trackers I received from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop when I was a rep. That's something I'll do later on. And I also forgot to put in, look at how beautiful this page finder is. This is the one I want to use to mark what daily page I'm at. So for now, I need to add the current week back in here. But for now, I'm just going to put it to the first day that's in here. Okay. But we're not done, you guys, because are you ready for the most exciting part, or at least the most exciting part to me? We're putting her in my new shell wrap cover. So I had just recorded my early access Jane's Agenda haul. And in that haul, I show you this wrap cover and some new champagne gold discs and these little octagon clips, actually. I was going to wait till the April setup. I cannot. I want to use it right now, and it looks so beautiful. So we're going to set this up now. Right. So first of all, so this is from Jane's Agenda, by the way. Let's move some of these things out of the way. Yes. Okay. Look how pretty. Isn't it pretty? It's like a kind of a cream or ivory color, kind of has a warm undertone. It's exactly what I've been wanting. Exactly. So you slide your back cover into this pocket. So push that in. Oh, look at how pretty, you guys. Isn't it stunning? Oh, I can't take it. Okay, and now we're going to make this side beautiful. So let's do that. So I have a few things here. So first of all, I have the thank you card that we get with our sub box. Isn't it stunning? And that is going to get tucked right here. I might use a clip, but honestly, these little pockets, they're pretty snug, at least at the moment, and it seems like it'll stay. Then I have, this is a positive affirmation card from the Happy Planner, but I'm using the back because I think it looks really pretty, and I'm just going to put it, I think I had it here. So I was playing with this before. And then I have these sticky notes, which, you guys, I love sticky notes. These came in the box. Look, they match perfectly. And they're paper, which I love for sticky notes. And I'm going to tuck that there. Yep, so I'm just going to stick that up a little. Look how pretty. And then I have this quote card that I love. Now, something happened. I think I had this clipped for like a really long time, and it looks like it stained it, or maybe dirt got trapped underneath. But I think if I place it strategically, you can still tell what it says and you don't see that. So that is how I'm going to do that. And I think that looks gorgeous. Now I just need to add some pens. So we have 2 pen loops in this cover, which I've never had, and I am appreciating. So on this side, let me just open up the planner all the way so you can see. I'm going to add this beautiful pen from Villabeautifful that I got quite some time ago. So it is white. It's more of a bright white than this cover, but I think it works anyway because of all the white elements. And it has a rose gold, and see the rose gold, it doesn't look that far off from these discs. So I don't know. So it works. And I believe this pen was called Gardenia, but I can't quite remember because in the sparkles, there are little tiny flowers. And so I think that's perfect. So that's going to go right there. And in the other pen loop, I think I'm going to put this blue friction pen that we'd gotten in a sub box quite a ways back. These are erasable pens. And I'm going to put that here. Like that. I know she's so big I can barely fit her under. And then we are gonna close her up so it fits so nicely. Oh, you guys, what? It's so pretty, I can't take it. Okay guys, that is my half letter setup for the month of March. Let me know what you think. I am in love. I love it. It's so pretty. It's so functional. I just can't wait to dig in and use it. I will certainly keep you guys updated. Let me know down below, did you get the early access to this cover? And if you didn't, this cover, whatever's left of them, because it sounds like they were flying off the shelves, but whatever's left, this cover as well as the champagne discs, let me show those to you really quick. Show you one of them so you can see the difference in color. Aren't they beautiful? So just to show you, they're more gold. They're so pretty. I love them. They're also 2 inches. You can get those. You can get this wrap cover and probably so many other new items, inserts and things that are going to be available. The spring release starts March 7th and goes till March 11th. Again, you can use my code for 15% off your first purchase. Use the code planninggoaled. And if you choose to shop my affiliate link, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting my content. It means the world to me. If you would like to see the unboxing of the March edition of the Jane's Agenda Deluxe Sub Box, I will link it for you here. And if you would like to see my 2024 planner playlist, I will link it for you here. And that is going to do it for this one, you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.